Hey everyone, a late good afternoon from the International Terminal at Brisbane Airport. Welcome back to another episode of Ningbo Flyer. I finally settled into my temporary home for the year, but now it's time to head back for Chinese New Year. And this time I'm flying in style, business class with Singapore Airlines. Of course, I didn't pay for this out of pocket. Instead, I used 184,000 Velocity rewards points and covered 765 Australian dollars in taxes and surcharges to get from Australia's east coast to China. Earlier today, I took a Virgin Australia Boeing 737-800 in economy from Melbourne to Brisbane and made my way to the International Terminal. Now, if you're flying out of Brisbane Airport's International Terminal on a foreign airline, don't show up too early. Check-in for Singapore Airlines opens just 3 hours before departure. The non-restricted area is currently under renovation. Also, the air conditioning either is not on or just not working properly. It's seriously stuffy and humid in here. If you're planning to claim a GST refund, head to the ABF Tourist Refund Office on the first floor. Show your items and receipts to the officers, get them stamped, and then check in your luggage. As the evening flights start departing, the terminal gets pretty busy. Economy class check-in has a long queue, but thankfully, business class passengers have priority check-in, which is much faster. Just a heads up, the check-in staff at Brisbane Airport are super strict about baggage allowances. My boarding pass also doubles as my lounge invitation. Nice. Security is quick with the fast lane for business class passengers. Our aircraft, an Airbus A350-900, with registration 9V-SHG, has just arrived from Singapore as flight SQ246. Meanwhile, a Boeing 787-10 from Taiwan's EVA Airways will soon land as Flight Bravo Romeo 316. Singapore Airlines operates its own SilverKris Lounge at Brisbane Airport. To get there, take the escalator up, walk to the end, turn right, and you'll find it. With Chinese New Year just around the corner, the lounge has put up some festive decorations. After travelling all day, I really need a shower before this overnight flight. Luckily, the shower room is free. Just head to the reception and the staff will hand you 2 towels. The shower itself is spacious, with plenty of room for your belongings. The water pressure is great and the shower is well maintained. The lounge is on the smaller side, so during peak hours, finding a seat can be tough. But despite its size, there's a great selection of alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. Since it's late in the evening, well past normal dinner time, I'm surprised to see the lounge still offering a hot food buffet. Most of the dishes have a Southeast Asian flair, and some are freshly prepared by a chef in the kitchen. I grab a quick bite before heading downstairs for boarding. At the gate, business class passengers get a dedicated lane for boarding. I board the plane through the second door on the left. For economy class passengers, earphones are available on the trolley. Business class has a total of 40 seats, arranged in a 1-2-1 configuration, ensuring every passenger has direct aisle access. Here we are, seat 17A. It's a semi-suite with a window view and plenty of privacy. The large armrest on the right holds a pair of slippers, socks, and an eye mask. At the rear of the armrest, there's a small storage space. On the left side, you'll find a credit card reader, a universal power socket, and 2 USB ports. On the right, there's a pair of noise-cancelling headphones, the menu, and a bottle of water neatly stored. As I settle into my seat, I notice a pillow and blanket neatly placed on every seat. Nice touch. The entertainment screen is a generous 17 inches, fully touchscreen enabled, but if that's not your thing, there's also a remote control for convenience. The tray table is tucked away under the screen. Soon enough, the cabin crew comes around for greetings and offers a welcome drink. I go for orange juice, classic. I check out the seat pocket in front of me, which sits at the lower right. Inside, there's the usual safety information card, duty-free catalogue, in-flight Wi-Fi details, and of course, the air sickness bag. Hopefully won't need that. Through the window, I catch a glimpse of the HSBC logo on the air bridge, truly living up to its slogan as the world's local bank. This aircraft is fairly new, less than 6 years old, but then I spot something, the armrest. The paint is peeling in a few places, which is a bit disappointing for a premium cabin. Small details like that make a difference. Singapore Airlines' in-flight entertainment system never fails to impress. The selection is massive. You won't run out of things to watch. Another highlight, free unlimited Wi-Fi across their fleet, except for the ex-Silk Air Boeing 737-800s. The Wi-Fi provider is Dutch, and the speed clock's in at around 15 megabits per second. On this overnight flight to Singapore, one hot meal is served, but since I'm already pretty full, I decide to hold off and have it later as an early breakfast. Instead, I ask the flight attendant for a SilverKris cocktail and some mixed nuts. The lavatory isn't the most spacious, but it's clean and well maintained. Basic amenities are available, and I notice that the flight attendants regularly check and tidy it up, which is always appreciated. Now, with about an hour and a half before landing, let's take a look at the food and drink options. For my meal, I pre-booked the char-grilled Macca's Black Angus from Singapore Airlines' famous Book the Cook menu. It's an MB2 plus beef tenderloin with jus, served with truffle mac and cheese. Yes, truffle. The meal also includes sliced fresh fruits and bread of my choice. I go for a croissant, which is served warm and crispy, paired with a delicious jam from South Australia. After finishing my meal, I recline my seat into a fully flat bed and settle in for another nap. The blanket is thick and cozy, making it easy to drift off. At some point, a cabin crew member stops by and hands me an amenity kit from Lavabo. The pouch has a cool denim-like texture, and inside there's a face mist, a hand pomade, and a lip balm, a nice little luxury touch. And just like that, my first business class experience with Singapore Airlines is coming to an end. As we approach our final descent into Singapore, I spot a US Bangla Airlines plane and a Singapore Airlines Airbus A380 parked at the gates in the distance. And most importantly, thank you for watching the first video of the new Ningbo Flyer. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps us out, and we truly appreciate your support.